half of the stuff we know about what's coming out of Gaza is because of Instagram and social media, because, you know, a lot of foreign media wasn't allowed in for a long time. So we have a former president, possibly the next president, threatening the free press. We don't talk enough about the importance of the free press and how to understand how to navigate the media. A lot of people just forward a lot of nonsense. And I think we've all got to hold ourselves to higher standards, whether we are producers of news or whether we're consumers of news. We all have a role to play. And one thing I would just say on the lying front, when we say, like, everyone lies, and I work in political news, people say it's politicians, they all lie. My worry with that argument, it takes you to a very dark place, because if everyone lies, then you just become a nihilist. You don't believe anyone or anything. And that only helps one group of people, which are the fascists, the authoritarians. Donald Trump doesn't lie because he wants you to believe him over the Democrat. He lies because he wants you to believe no one. And when you don't believe anyone, that's when the strongman arises. That's when authoritarianism comes. So we still have to remind ourselves there are people telling the truth. There are people trying to get the facts out. It's our job to try and find them and support them.
Yes.
This is a political problem. It's a problem of occupation. It's a problem of injustice. It's a problem that goes back decades, right? And you cannot resolve it with dropping, 6,000 pounds of bombs or whatever it is in the space of a few weeks. And look, I just want to say one important point on this. People, you know, in times like this, we get into our teams, we take our sides, everyone's in a polarized moment, arguing. At a time like this, the number one bias we should have is not political or religious. It should be humanitarian. It should be human. What is happening in Gaza right now? I don't care whether you're Muslim, Christian, Jewish, whatever. Like, the UN is saying it's the most dangerous place in the world to be a child. The Committee to Protect Journalists says it's the deadliest conflict on record for journalists. The UN Secretary General says more UN employees have been killed in Gaza than any conflict in the UN's history. You know, the Pope is calling it terrorism now, which his word, not my word. I don't know if he's going to get cancelled for that. He probably won't be in the next Scream movie. But people, it's really, really bad.
Like, I don't know, with a hat like that.
Maybe. Maybe. You're giving them ideas now. But it's so bad right now. People are talking about the brink of famine, dysentery, disease, countless deaths. Let us first be biased as human beings before we are biased as Israelis, Palestinians, Muslims, Jews, Christians, Americans. For me, right now, that's the priority. Yeah.